Alright, so this is a little bit of a youth center basement update. There's actually not a whole lot changed walking around the building after not being here for a few months, but I did do a couple minor things in the basement, which I figured I would show. If you guys remember this little tozai, it used to be in the back room over there, like where we keep the spare fluorescent bulbs. I actually moved that out here to this more center room because there's really no other air circulation in this room, so I figured I'd put it out here. It's just not an extension cord with the other things that we unplug when we're not down here, but I figured I would show it really quick. That should be low. And high. I got this from Tori from Fanimation a couple of years ago. I think it's been working great down here. Then we've got the one shop light right there. This, and again, we kind of do everything on extension cords for now, just because just to make sure nothing gets wet. We unplug this stuff when we're not down here. Now and I did put a brighter bulb right here as well. So it's like a 150 watt one, so it's a little bit extra light output in here now. Now the big update. And remember the tozai was on top of that old rim. We still have this one light. Well, yes, I did put a fan in here. The story with this is I got this for free with another fan that I was more interested in. They threw this one in, and I figured originally I was going to part it out because it's very rusty. But then I thought, well, I mean, it's a complete working fan, even though it's in rough shape. Why not throw it up in the youth center basement? So yes, it is a Hunter Low Profile 2. As you can see, the finish is not in very good shape. This was probably used in a sunroom or something where it would have gotten, somewhat damp. It is a complete working fan, so I figured, well, why not throw it up? So yeah, and it's just on an extension cord plugging into our little kind of makeshift power source in here. Again, some of this hopefully won't be permanent, but for the short term it's functional. This one's from 1998, and like I said, other than the rust, it's in decent shape at least. I mean, it's running, a good running fan. Got rosewood and oak. I actually prefer this side normally, but it's in cruddier shape, so I figured I'll just leave it how they had it. Then got a schoolhouse on there. All right, I'll go ahead and go through speeds. There's low. It does hang pretty low. That's kind of why I opted to mount it directly to the beam rather than on one of these boxes that are already here. Just give us that extra clearance because it is pretty low. I mean, my head, I have to squat under this a little bit to clear it. But that's also part of the reason why I put it off to the side, because this is more or less the walkway area, and then I figured we've got other stuff laying around, so I figured that'd be a good spot for it. Pretty quiet. There's with the light off. There is medium. The funny thing is it actually hangs a little bit crooked because of all of these beams are just not very straight. So it's actually a wee bit crooked from one angle, but like when you look at it from there, it looks fine. So, and again, this is in a basement. Nobody's gonna really too concerned how it looks. More just a kind of a collector Easter egg, I suppose. And there's high. Decent air mover. I mean, huggers usually are a little bit on the weaker side just by design, but it's adequate air mover. And while it does seem kind of crazy to have a fan in a room like this, it actually does have some purpose. We do have this is a kind of a musty basement. It does help with keeping things dry and making sure no seepage sits around too long. It does help dry things out a bit, so that's always good. weird how the housing's a lot rustier than the switch housing, so it almost looks like brown and brass on the camera, but it is all antique brass originally. And spin down. We still got the evidence of Jonas Week there. And spun down. There we go. So, all right, yeah, I just figured I'd show that. Thanks for watching, and bye, FanStick.